Yo, what's up, traders? So today I made $85,000 trading the FOMC. Completely bonkers. So we're going to go over those trades here and we're going to check it out. I'm going to share them with you guys. And just so you know that this is on an actual account, right? So this is a live Think Markets funded account. This is a 300K account here. And so right now we're at 385 equity, and the closed out balance is at 80K. So super excited and of course extremely grateful, and I want to share this with you, not to brag but to inspire you, to let you know that this is possible. Like, to the fact that you could do something like this in a day, make what most people make it in a year, a lot of people even less than that, is completely, it shows you the power of what we have here and how it works, and the possibility that this is a real thing, right? So now it doesn't happen overnight, and I will tell you, this is the same strategy I've personally been doing for about a year now. Now, of course, I'm tweaking and adjusting and always learning. But, what I'm doing is momentum based. I call it momentum trading. And man, this is what I've been doing. And it is a way of viewing the markets. But I will tell you this right now, the past 2 months, really 3 months, I have been working on myself, launching Top One, of course, founding that company, and in order to build myself up and the people that, I'm surrounding myself with, Matt Morris, who is my partner, one of my best friends, my brother Todd, Bryson as well. I met, Bryson with Matt, and man, we have an amazing team with Top One, and that support has really enabled me to, step into another level myself. And so for the past 2 months, I've just been focusing on mindset, identity shifting, letting go of a lot of, limiting beliefs about money, about trading, about my own abilities, about my identity. And if you've been watching my videos and stuff that I've been posting lately, that's what I've been talking about, right? So these are the things that I've been working on literally every single day. And, the strategy itself hasn't changed much. It really hasn't changed much at all. But I can see things a lot clearer because, when you have all of these false beliefs and false identities about yourself and about money and about scarcity, and, you want to have everything right now, it creates this film over your eyes and it makes the world super hard to see. But the thing is, and I know this from experience, is when you're in it, you're like, yeah, but I'm doing all the work and I'm thinking of operating in abundance. Why isn't it happening to me or for me? So it's like this film that, you have to just clear off your glasses and really take a step back and, who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? Who am I surrounding myself with? Are the current goals or the current things that I'm doing right now really aligning with who I want to be, who I plan to become? And are there some people, places, things, and attitudes, mainly attitudes about myself? Am I doing the same stuff I've been doing for 2 years now? And thinking the same way? Am I not prioritizing reading? Am I not prioritizing sleep? Am I not prioritizing? It's one thing to go to the gym all the time. That's easy for me. For some people, that's super hard. I do it more for a mental health thing. Everybody has their strong suits. For another person, it might be reading every day is pretty easy. But, it's all about taking things out and replacing them and having a really hard discussion with yourself about where for me, where I was slipping, where I was doing things, procrastinating, holding myself back, that was creating this film over the glasses. So it was making it really hard to get past the plateau. And in fact, in a lot of ways, I was on a losing streak with my trading and in life in general with my own attitudes and stuff. And, it was in a dark place. And I'm definitely privy to that, and that's in a lot of ways my default mode because of years and addiction and all this stuff. So, but the thing is, and I've been talking about with the Top One Trader Blueprint that you get access to when you invest in a challenge with us, these identity shifting beliefs. And I swear to God, I was talking to Matt today on the call. I was like, dude, because when we were on the call, that's when this happened. And of course, you can see this is $80,852 today. This is the profit and loss. If you look at the time, this is a custom period. So this is today, 80 grand. And we are on our team Zoom. We do a team call every single day. And I was like, bro, I just made because I was just quiet about it. Of course, FOMC started at 2, and it was like 2:40. I was like, guys, we got to stop the call. I got to share my screen and show you guys something. And we started talking about it. So right now I'm up 5,300 that's floating. I was like, man, the big shift was, when we started working together, because I do coaching calls with Matt as a mentor for myself. And I was like, the manifesto that we're working on and that I've made about my own identity has been an absolute game changer. I read it every morning. I read it every night. I write down my goals. I do my mindset journal, the stuff that I always talk about and teach. And that is the main thing that really was the shifter for me, right? So now I closed some of these trades early. This number easily could be like 140K right now, but I'm not even going there. I'm super grateful about this. And the fact is that I've been looking at these setups since Saturday. So I've had them eyed really on Friday, the end of the market last week. Patient, doing my best to be patient. GJ, just textbook move. My entry was right here. You can't really see it, but you could see it because I'm still holding NZDJPY. This was my original entry on NJ. And I actually sent a signal out to my group to sending this trade out. And I put it in the Discord and all that good stuff. So this is the original position in the original trade. And so, we're almost at the end of session change here. I'm just closing it out. So I know I left some stuff on the table. I'm going to turn auto trading off so my bot does not trigger any trades. Disable trading. Boom. So we're good to go. That's it. I just closed it out. And these were my entries. This was my short position. And of course, we were... this is where I was at on GJ. Complete textbook, absolute textbook, bear flag pattern. Now, I actually took a loss last night and got stopped out with the GDP out of the UK. There's a lot going on here, but out of the UK, I got stopped out with the GDP numbers, and this is it. So I re-entered right at the top of here. And so, I was up last night at 2 a.m. and I actually woke up at like 1:40 and was like, oh shit, this is about to, these numbers about to drop. And then it dropped and I took an L, and that's cool. That's part of the deal. And then re-entered, didn't lose my cool about my analysis, because I'd been looking at it for a long time, for the past all week. Planning this out. I knew the Fed was today. I knew that they were not planning on raising rates, and I didn't think that they would be very hawkish at all. In fact, more dovish, meaning talking about potentially laying up on interest rates and cutting back next year, which is good news for everybody, by the way. So that was the game plan. You never know what can happen with a Federal Reserve. You're kind of like just, I'm not going to say rolling the dice, but anything can happen. So I had an exit strategy. And by the time the FOMC came around today, my stop loss was already at entry, and, it was a risk-free trade and risk-free scenario. So, I wanted to share this with you guys today. So this is the end. This is the closeout deal. And if you look at these trades, so 86, 06, 6, 06, that's a little close, but not quite 3 in a row. But that's a lot of sixes. So now check out here, profit, negative 19, negative 14. These are my losses that I was talking about yesterday. And these are my wins, 13. So these are, 1 in 10 trades. So 10, would you risk 1 to make 10 back? And of course, I scaled into these positions, one stop loss was in entry, and was able to, now this isn't a typical trading day. This is like pretty much a grand slam. Base hits is what you want to go for on a day-to-day basis, just to make that clear. But you can see if you look at these numbers right here, these are the losses and these are the wins at the top. And of course, the wins are, exponentially greater than the losses, meaning that I had a very, very high risk reward, so when I took these L's last night, that's why I wasn't, losing too much sleep about it. Although I was losing a lot of sleep because it's 2 a.m. And then once I didn't even sleep last night, but obviously it was worth it. So I wanted to shoot this video to inspire y'all, to give you some hope, and let you know. I mean, it's coming up on Christmas. It's a great time because the markets are it's probably one of the last hurrahs before volatility. I think we have the ECB tomorrow, but it's a great time to take some steps back. If you have access to the Top 1 Trader Blueprint, like I said, you get access to that when you invest in a challenge. Then take a step back, go through that, write out your manifesto, create your identity. You get to create that person that can, pull something insane like this off. Because guess what? You get to make the rules of your life. And if you're giving your power away to other people, to other situations, while I would be able to do this if I didn't have blank, or I would be able to do that if I wasn't this sex or this color or this whatever. The thing about the markets is that it's an equal opportunity employer. So, leave the excuses at the door. Time to go within and really figure out what you're all about and who the person is that you want to become. And then putting in the footwork, having a game plan, and realizing that it doesn't happen overnight. I've been doing this since 2016 and pretty much full time since 2019. So, and this type of thing doesn't happen too often. And like I said earlier, I've been on a pretty bad losing streak because I was doing too many things at once, and like losing a good relationship with myself. So the mindset and the relationship with yourself is absolutely number one. So thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. If you want access to the Top 1 Trader Blueprint, I'll put a link in the video to the Top 1 Trader page. And when you invest in a challenge, you get access to that. And literally the exact same training that I've done with Matt is in there. So check it out. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's make it happen. Y'all are next. I promise you that if you don't quit and you don't give up, it'll happen to you. Peace.